Erika Kirk walking into a Provo, Utah courtroom on Monday, July 6, 2026, was the first time Charlie Kirk's widow had been in the same room as Tyler Robinson since his September 2025 arrest. Erika, born November 20th, 1988, is now 37 years old. She entered the 4th District Court in Provo, Utah, with Charlie Kirk's parents, Robert and Catherine Kirk. Donald Trump Jr. also attended in support. Judge Tony Graff officially recognized Erika at the very start of the hearing because she holds the legal status of victim representative for the case. Charlie Kirk was tragically taken from this world on September 10th, 2025, at just 31 years old, while speaking at Utah Valley University in Orem, Utah.
I love you so much.
I love you.
Erika became CEO and board chair of Turning Point USA just 8 days after Charlie's passing. She has been publicly forgiving toward Tyler Robinson throughout, even stating forgiveness at Charlie's memorial service. But being in the same room as the man accused of taking her husband's life was reportedly emotionally overwhelming. Every major outlet, including CNN, AP, PBS, NBC News, NPR, and Newsweek, confirmed the courtroom presence. Historic and heartbreaking day for the entire Kirk family. Erika Kirk not actually speaking or confronting Tyler Robinson in the courtroom is genuinely important context. Despite the dramatic headlines, Erika did not testify, did not address the court, and did not deliver a victim impact statement. That's because victim impact statements only happen at sentencing, not at preliminary hearings. Erika was there strictly as the court-designated victim representative, which is a specific legal status. Former federal prosecutor Nima Rahmani explained her role to Newsweek. His exact words, "A victim representative is the statutory equivalent of the victim if a victim has been killed."
The evildoers responsible for my husband's assassination.
Her legal rights are to be informed of court dates and major developments, and to address the court at sentencing. So Erika's only actual courtroom rights right now are to be present, informed, and to eventually speak at sentencing far in the future. She sat quietly in the gallery. She was visibly emotional throughout the day. Per the International Business Times, Erika rose and walked out of a Provo courtroom before the audio of her husband's tragic incident filled the room, while the man accused of firing the shot sat motionless a few feet away. Emotional reaction any grieving widow would understandably have, present but silent throughout. Tyler Robinson is the 23-year-old Utah man blamed of taking Charlie Kirk's life. And honestly, his background is more unusual than most people realize. Tyler James Robinson was born April 16, 2003, in Utah. He grew up in Washington, Utah, in a devout Latter-day Saint Republican family. His own father, Matt Robinson, is a retired Washington County Sheriff's deputy. Tyler was a third-year electrical apprentice at Dixie Technical College. He also briefly attended Utah State University before this. Now, here's where it genuinely gets interesting. Tyler actually surrendered himself the day after Charlie Kirk was tragically taken. His own parents reportedly recognized him in the released surveillance images of the suspect and confronted him. A family friend who is a retired sheriff's deputy then helped arrange Tyler's surrender to authorities. Turning himself in was reportedly the correct move for someone facing charges this serious. Tyler is being held without bond ahead of the ongoing preliminary hearing. He has not yet entered a plea. Under Utah legal procedure, he cannot enter a plea until a judge officially finds enough probable cause to send the case to trial. Judge Tony Graff will make that ruling only after the current hearing concludes. Tyler Robinson, facing possible ultimate legal consequences from Utah County prosecutors, is the biggest legal reality of this entire case. Prosecutors officially filed formal charges against Tyler on September 16, 2025, just days after Charlie Kirk was tragically taken. The primary charge is aggravated wrongdoing at the highest level, which qualifies as a capital offense in Utah. Prosecutors have also formally announced they will be seeking the ultimate legal outcome against Tyler. That's honestly rare. Along with the primary charge, Tyler faces 6 other counts. Per MS Now, the additional counts include witness tampering and obstruction of justice. He also faces felony charges for actions causing serious bodily harm, committing a serious offense in the presence of a child, and a victim targeting enhancement. Some later outlets have tallied 10 counts total, which reflects how various enhancements and subcounts are itemized. Then, on June 26, 2026, Judge Graff held prosecutor Christopher Ballard in civil contempt for violating a pretrial publicity order. But Judge Graff still rejected the defense's request to strike the ultimate legal outcome option as disproportionate.
Here
any further input from any of the parties before the court issues its ruling.
So the maximum legal outcome remains firmly on the table. University of Utah law professor Paul Cassell has publicly called the state's case a slam dunk at this stage of proceedings. Massive stakes for Tyler. Prosecutors alleging Tyler Robinson had a political motive for the incident is honestly the most publicly discussed aspect of the entire case. Utah County prosecutors have publicly cited two pieces of alleged evidence pointing to political motivation. First, prosecutors say Tyler left a note for his roommate and romantic partner, Lance Twiggs. The alleged note reportedly reads, "I had the opportunity to take out Charlie Kirk, and I'm going to take it." The second alleged evidence is a text message Tyler reportedly sent. The alleged text reads, "I had had enough of his dislike. Some dislikes can't be negotiated out." Genuinely disturbing quotes if authentic. Charlie Kirk was one of the most prominent conservative activists in the United States. He founded Turning Point USA and had become a major political voice for young conservatives. So the alleged targeting reportedly aligns with political ideology. Now, Tyler has not personally confirmed or denied the alleged motive. He has not entered any plea. The court has not made any official findings on motivation yet. The alleged note and text are simply what prosecutors have publicly pointed to. Whether they hold up under legal scrutiny is a completely separate question. Preliminary hearings determine probable cause, not guilt or motive. Judge Graff will decide that after hearing concludes. Day 2 of Tyler Robinson's preliminary hearing on July 7th, 2026, included the presentation of alleged DNA evidence that reportedly links Tyler to physical items. Utah Department of Public Safety agent David Hull, the lead investigator, testified across both days. Agent Hull is formerly of the State Bureau of Investigation and identified Tyler in the courtroom. On day 2, Agent Hull walked the court through compiled surveillance footage of Tyler's movements at Utah Valley University on the day of the incident. Wild detail. The footage reportedly showed Tyler speaking with Turning Point USA staff and even buying food at a campus Chick-fil-A that day. Then, State Bureau of Investigation's Jennifer Falmuna and FBI DNA analyst Amanda Bacher testified about the alleged DNA evidence. Per CBS News, DNA found on the towel was matched to 2 people, and one of them was Tyler Robinson's roommate. Also, Robinson was included as a possible contributor of the DNA on the screwdriver and towel. Amanda Bacher importantly cautioned that DNA testing cannot determine when DNA was deposited on an object or how it got there. Fair point. Defense attorney Catherine Nestor objected repeatedly throughout the DNA testimony on hearsay grounds. Powerful evidence, but not conclusive on its own. Erika Kirk having to leave the Provo courtroom multiple times during graphic testimony is honestly one of the most heartbreaking details of this entire trial. Throughout the 2 days of hearings so far, Erika reportedly stepped out of the courtroom several times when testimony became too graphic to hear. She specifically reportedly left when the audio recording of the moment Charlie Kirk was tragically taken was played in court. Sound of that moment being played publicly must have been genuinely traumatizing for his widow. She also reportedly left during other graphic details of the day of the incident. Charlie Kirk's parents, Robert and Catherine Kirk, reportedly also left the courtroom during the same graphic sections. As a mercy to the family, Judge Tony Graff allowed the actual graphic video footage to be shown only on the attorney's and judge's monitors, not publicly displayed to the courtroom. Small kindness that mattered. Judge Graff also reversed an earlier ruling to admit a modified compilation video into evidence, blocking it from public display entirely. The 5-day preliminary hearing runs through Friday, July 10th, 2026. Judge Graff will only rule on probable cause after the hearing fully concludes. No plea from Tyler until after that ruling. Emotionally brutal week for the Kirk family.